What's up? So today we're in Kaltenbach, Austria, and I'm going to be teaching you how not to catch an edge snowboarding. Two big factors are going to be coming into play here when not catching an edge. Number one is just experience. Your riding ability will get better over time, and chances are you'll be less likely to catch an edge snowboarding as you get better. Number two, it's all about your feet positioning. When you're going down the mountain, as you get a little bit better, the way you have your feet positioning and the angle of your board is going to influence whether or not you're falling over. So we're going to get into all that in today's video. Welcome back. If you're new here, my name's Frank. I'm a certified personal trainer and certified fitness nutrition specialist with my three main goals of helping you feel, move, and look better through mobility training and nutrition. But it's winter and we're going over some snowboarding how-tos on how not to catch an edge. So we talked about those two main things, experience and feet position and angle of your board, but there's three things that you're going to want to pay attention to in general that you want to make sure you keep in the back of your head when you're going down the mountain. Number one is going to be not going sideways down the flats of the mountain. Number two is trusting the speed. And number three is making sure that you commit to the turn. So let's go all over those. So, fortunately here in Austria, there's not too many flats, but if there is, you don't want to be going sideways on a flat. The benefit to having some decent steep slopes is that you can just kind of chill on your heels like I am now, sliding down the mountain on the heel slide, or I can get on my toes and I'm just chilling on a toe slide, just leaning forward a little bit with my knees soft. So if you haven't watched my other videos on how to turn, watch that, because that's gonna make sure how you start navigating down the mountain so you're not falling over. So when I'm going down the mountain and I'm starting to get onto a flat, I'm gonna keep my knees even softer, but I'm not gonna get too aggressive onto my heels or toes if I have a little bit of speed and I'm going down. For example, if I'm going down, what ends up happening is someone's getting into a toe slide. Oh, this is gonna suck. But then they're on their toes, but they lose their balance and they're on their heels. Oh, then they catch an edge and they fall back. All right, and then likewise, God, both of these suck on the falls. You're going down the mountain, you're getting onto your heels, you don't quite have your balance down right, and you're on your toes, and then boom, you catch an edge and you go over forward. So make sure when you're going down and when you're on your toes, just keep your knees soft, keep them a little bent, and stay lightly on your toes like I am now. And then when you're going down and then you're initiating a heel slide, put that weight onto your front leg, get onto your heels, but just keep the knees soft and bent. Because if you're too aggressively on your heels or toes, you're falling over. And the only time you should be doing that is when you're carving a snowboard, which you're not going to be doing quite just yet. So we talked about being sideways on the flats. That's a no-no. Don't go sideways trying to stop on a flat surface with even a little bit of speed unless you're committing to the stop. If you're stopping, stop. If you're trying to go, don't have your board parallel to the ground or you're gonna fall over, okay? Number two, get some speed. Always trust the speed. You're less likely to fall going a little bit faster, right? Because as you're moving, the biggest thing that's gonna help you is actually getting that speed and having your board liftways in the direction that you wanna go, okay? So have the speed. Also, when you're thinking about getting some speed, make sure that you don't have a big angle with your board and in the snow. So what I mean by that, if I'm aggressively on my heels or toes, there's a larger angle, there's more of a chance to catch an edge, okay? So make sure your board is waxed, make sure the edges are tuned, and you might even detune towards those contact points, because generally that's where you can catch your edge, right? So make sure you have some speed. Make sure that there's a small angle, and what I mean by small angle is you want to have a lot of contact area with your board and the snow. Probably, I'm going to guesstimate here, is a 50 to 70% more chance that you're likely gonna fall if you're on icy conditions. So when it's not as icy and the snow is a little bit more loose and forgiving, you're not gonna fall as easy, because the snow is a little bit fluffier, more of your board has a chance to hit that snow, and you're not gonna fall. So when you're making these turns, you can initiate the turn by putting all that weight into your front leg. Now, a little bit more of an advanced tip, which helped me not catch an edge, is my back leg's the rudder. So I'll put that weight into my front leg, then I use my back leg. You see that? I can I keep my left leg still, okay? And then my back leg, I use that one and I pivot it frontwards and backwards. So that's gonna allow me to get my foot flatter with the snow. So if I'm initiating a turn and I get aggressively on my heels, I can use that back leg to put a little bit of weight down. So I'm more aggressively on my heel, making a heel side turn, and then I'm using that back leg to get it flat. So when I start making a turn again, weight's on the front leg, back leg flat, and then I can put the weight on my front leg, getting into a toe side turn, and I can use my back leg to skim against the snow on the mountain. So having that feet position down is gonna help you a ton by just trying to have a little bit more surface area of your board contacting the ground, okay? Don't go slow on the flats, getting parallel with the mountain unless you're gonna stop. Number two, get some speed. And then number three, commit to the turn. Listen, if you're hesitant about turning and you're going super slow, you're gonna fall, right? So if I'm like, oh, get too on my heels, don't do that. So when you're going down the mountain at all times, just keep your knees soft. Watch my other videos about how to turn and how to stop, because it's all about your hips, your head, your shoulders, and your positioning of your body where you want to go. Like if I want to make a turn, I'm not going to do too much other than push my hips forward, get onto my toes, and I'm turning. Look at my body, how slow it is. My shoulders pointing that way. If I want to get onto my heels, hips, head, and I'm turning around. You're committing to the turn. Just make sure you have that confidence to make these turns. So if I'm coming down, hit that turn, gain your weight into that leg, and just do it. If I'm going to get onto my heels, get my head, point my shoulders, hips, commit to the turn, and do it. So you got to have the confidence to commit, because that will make turning and initiating turns and going down the mountain a lot easier. Again, you have that speed, I'll be able to move, I'll be able to go and have a little bit of freedom and flexibility to do what I want. And then when I want to turn, hips, head, shoulders, looking where I want to go. You got to always pay attention to where everyone is in relation to you. So every time I'm making a heel side turn, watch one of my other videos where I'm in Colorado doing the mobility, because you've got to have good neck movement. Especially if I'm going to be getting onto my toes, I'm going to put all that weight in my front legs, I'm on my toes, I'm looking up the mountain, and you see I'm making sure I'm not hitting anybody here. So pay attention to where you're going, look around, pay attention to your surroundings. It can get really busy on the mountain sometimes, so if you're not sure of what you're doing, chances are you could hit somebody. So coming down, putting it all together. Again, I got the speed, I'm committing to the turn. Unfortunately, here in Austria, there's not a lot of flat parts, as you can see. So I really hope this video helped how not to catch an edge. I tried to cover all the points the best I could, because you've got pro snowboarding coaches, you've got a lot of other YouTubers on the internet, but this is just my own thoughts and feelings of what's helped me over the years getting a little bit better at snowboarding and not catching an edge. So again, we're going to recap the total, get the speed, come in, where you're going, and again, if you're going to stop. But don't try and go down on your heels and go on your toes. Make sure you have that balance right. So anytime I want a heel slide, my knees are soft, I'm literally clenching my butt cheeks a little bit, and my hips are they're pushed forward a little. They're not squatted and sitting back. Unless things are getting scary, squat and sit low, because then you'll be closer to the ground if you slide. And again, if you're on your toes, I'm bending my knees forward a little bit. I'm pushing my hips forward, and my hips are forward, and I'm just kind of rocking on my toes a little bit. So again, I hope this video helped. If you're new here, consider subscribing. Click that notification bell so you never miss my latest content. And until next time, I will see you soon.